back to today's topic, guys. Testing status. Okay. So now remember we are doing testing for different processes or objects. Yes or no? End of the day, part of this testing activity, we have to understand what is the current status of the testing. If I am cooking, if somebody asks me what is the current status of the cooking, if I am driving, how far you have reached, or what is the current status. If you're traveling, where you have reached. So that is nothing but status. Similarly, when we are performing testing activities, right, for each process or object, we have to maintain the testing statuses. If you would have seen in your system transactions, there is something called open, closed, in progress, has error, contains error, right? So these are nothing but statuses. Status signifies what is the current activity with respect to that particular object. So status will be maintaining part of each testing. If you remember the test matrix I have told you, part of test matrix, we have a status called test. We have one column called test status. Yes or no? Test status means whether it is in progress, whether it is closed, whether it is like your rejected, whether it is your positive, whether it is negative, whether it is passed, whether it is failed, whether it is completed, whether it is successfully completed, or it has defects or contains error, defects created. So these are different type of statuses we'll be using for each category of the object. Each process when you are doing your testing activities, or each step also, each step, every step the user performs the testing activity. For each step, they will be maintaining the testing statuses. How they maintain in the test script or in the test evaluation document, that is something we'll discuss as we go ahead. But for time being, just understand what is testing status and what are the statuses we maintain when it comes to the testing status, right? Write down testing status we maintain, okay, for each process or steps or against every step that we perform part of the testing activity. Okay, so tomorrow when you are guiding the users, it's your job to tell them for every single step. If you are logging into the system, first step is double click on SAP login pad. When the user has to log into the SAP system, when they log into the SAP test system, then only they can do the further activities. First step, step 1, log into the SAP system or double click on SAP system. Whether they are able to open the SAP screen or not, right? The system ID would be there, right? So whether they are able to open that or not, that is step 1. If they are able to open, that means it is positive or passed. Step 2, double click on which system they have to log in. They have to log in to the ECC test client or ECC UAT, let's say 300. They have to double click on that. Yes, they are able to double click and the system screen, the login screen has come. Yes, the status is passed or it is positive. There is no error, right? Next, they have to enter the user ID, password, and the choose language is English, and by default client would be there, right? So they have to enter all these details, then execute. If they are able to execute and move into the easy access screen, then that means the testing is passed or it is positive. So these are nothing but for each step we are maintaining the steps. And overall, when the complete testing is completed for this particular process, let's say the process is we are doing the customer master testing. So finally, the customer master is created by the user, and as per the expectation, whatever number range you have assigned, the same customer ID is coming. That means overall status of this particular process is successfully completed. There is no error. Every step passed, and altogether the complete testing activity is positive. when it is positive or passed and there are no defects or errors or no warning also, then you say it is successfully completed. Getting it? Why you have to do that? If you do not do this, how the client will get to know, or the test manager or the project management team will get to know whether this particular testing is completed or not. That is why you are maintaining the statuses, right? Start date and end date is there. If I am doing customer master testing today and tomorrow, start date is today, end date is tomorrow, right? And in between this, we are doing the customer master testing, and for part of this, we check all the steps, whatever it's given, part of the test script. It is the output for every step is positive, and end up the overall status to create the master data or to create the customer master. To create the customer master, it is successful as per the expectation, as per the logic, as per the requirement. System is working fine, performance is okay, authorization is okay, everything looks fine. Then only this particular process, let's say customer master, is successfully completed. The testing is successfully completed. But second scenario is if there is error, then the testing status will be not successfully completed. It would be contains error. Contains error. All this will write. Just understand. We'll write all this. Contains error. And against this error, ticket will be created, which is called defect. We said ticket in support project. Here in testing, we said test defects or defect management would be there. Interview question: what is defect management? How you manage the defects? That is something we'll discuss as we go ahead. Okay. But for time being, understand what is testing status. So what we are doing here is for against every step that we are performing part of the transaction, we are maintaining the step, we are maintaining the status, and altogether against the complete process. Overall, once the complete process is, the transaction is completed, testing is completed, we maintain it is successfully completed. Guys, able to understand? Karthik, Priti, below are the testing statuses we use. Below are the status we use.